Hey, so I wanted to do another video. I know I did another one down low. You're gonna want to watch that one. It's really good. Um, this one is about logical. So I wanted to tell you something that I noticed, and I feel like this can help logical people. So I don't know. I'm personally kind of lucky in a way. In my last video, I did talk a little bit about how I kind of prayed to God and was like, why don't you give me some logic, like some logical or some mental gifts? Like, my husband's like genius, like no joke. He's literally like so freaking smart. And if I give him something and I come back to him in like a day or two, he has literally completely worked it through in his mind and made it for the best. Like it's amazing. So he can benefit me in a lot of ways, and I come to him with a lot of ideas, and then he'll end up telling me in the end his perspective, and I really respect his perspective a lot on it. And so, because I don't have that gift. But so in my last life, I talked a little bit about logical and intuitive, and I'm more emotional and I'm more intuitive. And for a long time, I was like, God, like it caused a lot of damage to my soul. Like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not worth anything. But when I could heal those wounds, my inner child, and own, like, I am amazing and I am so intuitive and I have some amazing gifts. I just don't have it the way my husband's looks. Like, he just tested like for paramedic school and like other stuff, like tech rescue, and he gets like #1 out of like 20 people, and like he beats him like 10%. Like, so he's just so smart and it comes so natural to him. But he'll get in his head and he'll get stuck in his head. And not just him, but I've seen a lot of clients come to me and they get in their heads, and I'm always like, okay, this is what it feels like. So for me, I pick up the energy of people and I literally feel how they feel. So it's a spinning energy, as if I'm going like this, like spinning. So when they're at my house, I have a gift. It's called crystalling, and I can like mirror people's personalities, and I literally can pick up to how they're feeling, and I can feel it, like emotionally and like intuitively. I can like pick it up, and so I'm like, okay, this is what you're doing right now. This is what you're doing, and you are going in circles, in circles, in circles in your mind. And it's like a spinning feeling. And I call it, I'm like, you're spinning again. Like, you're spinning. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. But the thing is that for people who aren't like me in their heart, like in their inner heart, sometimes their answers can come through their mind too, because they're more mental and logical. And so I have to like remember that. Like, and so I can't work with them like they're like me. I have to bring them back to like, get them out of the spinning, and then bring them back to what it is that, like their answer feels like, but get them out of the like constant turning, thinking, overthinking. And like, sometimes they'll like think too long, or they'll like take too long to make a decision. And it's like, okay, step back out and realize you're overthinking this at this point. And you need to just let go of all that and like connect back to your heart and your soul and your mind in a healthy way without overthinking it. And so I have seen people who do this, and like at first I was just like, why don't I have this gift? And it is a gift to be logical. It's a gift. My husband could stand up on stage and teach anything. I can't. I can only teach what comes to me intuitively. I don't have that. However, like he has the gift of knowledge. He has that gift. I don't have that, but that's okay. I have like different gifts. And so for those out there who their logic can get in the way, I just want you to like connect back into your heart, but realize you are going to have gifts with your mind. Like you can achieve a lot of things because you're so smart. But to step back into like not overthinking. And when you're overthinking, it's a spinning feeling. It's like you're going round and round and round, and the energy feels like you're stuck because you're thinking it too much. And so oftentimes when my husband gets like this, I'm like, okay, He's an overachiever and he overthinks. So then I go back and I'm like, okay, you just need to make a decision. That's what you need to do because you're thinking too much at this point. Like, so step back out of thinking about it and like let it go for a couple of days and stop thinking about it until the answer just intuitively comes to you. And it can happen. Like, they'll get insight if they can get out of the overthinking and the spinning. So one time we were like laying in bed and I was like, okay, like I'm being asked to speak at other conferences and we were running Inspire Her, and it was just like, it wasn't my passion to like run a conference, but I could speak at them. And so, and my sister Jen had moved away and Jess was so busy with photography. Like, she's such an amazing photographer. And so like all of us were like 3 different ways, but we were like doing this. And then it just got to the point where it was like, okay, it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. It was actually working. I shouldn't say that, but, I didn't love like the sales part of the tickets part of it either. And so, anyways, we stopped doing it and I was trying to find a new name for my business. And this is what I want to show you guys, the story of logical people, because it came through my husband. So a lot of times things come through me, but at that point I was just like frustrated and mad at life. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want this to come to an end. And I was like fighting it and laying in bed and all of a sudden the word, inspired heart came to me. And then I told my husband, he ran down the stairs to get something to eat. He comes back up the stairs, and as he's walking down the stairs, and he's logical, remember? It comes to him from the Rocky show. Heart inspired, strong desire. I don't know how that tune goes, but that's what came to him. And he like runs up the stairs, and he knows things come through me through music. But since I was angry and mad, it couldn't flow through me. When you are overthinking, you block this right here to God. When you're in your head and you're like, I got to think, I got to figure it out, and it just goes round and round. And like when I'm in their energy and they're in my house in sessions, I'm like, okay, you're spinning and I can feel it. Like, it's literally like you're like stuck in your head. Get out of your head. Like, and so, but my husband at that point, this wasn't his thing. This was mine. And I was mad. So I couldn't get the full info because it was like, it's kind of like this, like you're connected to God. This is our third eye. This is how I see through sessions right here. This is how I see energy. You guys, energy can be seen. It can be felt. It can be heard. It can, and it can be moved. And so some people have these gifts, and I believe everybody can feel energy. They just don't understand it. So right here, if you're mad, if you're overthinking, if you're feeling stuck and angry and frustrated or exhausted because it's like you're spinning with it, it shuts you here. But the second you let go of the overthinking, you connect right here through your chakra up. And so your crown chakra and your intuition, if we're not in our heads, it connects. And so anyways, and so he runs up the stairs and music, I get a lot of answers through music. God speaks to me through music a lot. But this time, since I was angry, I only got inspired hearts. I didn't get hearts inspired. And he runs up the stairs and he's like, oh my gosh, this song came to me. And then he told me the song and hearts inspired. So it was actually flipped from what I saw. It like flipped. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that, because this isn't just about me. My page is not about me. It's about inspired hearts. I would love for this world to have more inspired hearts, to live with their heart, to have an inspired heart, to live yourself, to like open up your heart, listen to your heart, go within your heart. And so with people who have mental like gifts or logical gifts, this can cause them to spin or get stuck easier than with me. However, it's a gift in a lot of ways because they can do a million tests. Like my husband can do so many things. Like he's just genius in so many ways where I can't do that. I fail at those things. So, but I don't get stuck in my head like that. I just don't. Things come to me so clearly. I'm connected to God constantly, but that's also a choice that I've chosen into, to constantly like connect into him. And so, anyways, so I don't know if that helps, but it came through him. So even though he's so logical, he can be extremely intuitive also. So the intuition comes through everybody. It's just you getting out of the spinning energy of being logical. And overthinking and overthinking and overthinking, because then guess what? It's on you. You have to do it. You feel like I have to do it. I need to be the one to do it. I have to figure this out. No, you have to connect to God, and He will give you insight. When you do something alone, it's never going to be as powerful as if you connect to God. It just isn't going to be. And so that's what people need to like realize is the second it's kind of like I think like David and Goliath, when he realized the power he had with God, look what he did. But without it, he's small. And so we can move mountains with God. And when we have it on our own shoulder, we feel stuck. We get in our head, and it just like is the spinning energy. And so anyways, you all are intuitive. And with people who have like the gift to test and the gift of knowledge and the gift to teach, all these things, it can come with hard parts too. And those hard parts can be getting stuck and overthinking. But it doesn't have to be. Step back when you're in it. Like, I should probably not show my whole garage right now. So step back and start to just connect back into your heart and in your soul and in the now, in the moment. What does that look like? Feel your feet. Feel your hands. Feel yourself breathe. See your child in front of you and hug them and ground back down to the moment. And then like say you can watch a show to get it off your mind. Say a prayer. Heavenly Father, can you please send me the answers? Help me do this. But then it's not just you. It's God. You've like taken the block off. It's almost like, it's like here, we're meant to be connected to God. But when we get like this, it like stops us. So the second we can remove it, it connects back in. So anyhow, so yeah, with logical people, that really helps a lot. So anyhow, just remember, sometimes you think you got to figure it out on your own. And like for me, naturally, I just don't do that. But when you do that, it's not a downfall. It's just you're confident. Like you just learn and you're smart. But remember, with God, everything's better. And so if you could just bring that back into it, it'll connect you back. You'll be on fire because not only will you have the logic to help you, but you'll be connected to God. And so yeah. I once had somebody tell me that they don't feel like they can help people with relationships unless they got a degree in it. And I was like, I'll challenge that 100%. And she's like, yeah, but I was like, no, God literally, okay, you can go to college and you can learn it all day long. But some people like me, we're not born to go to college. You want to know why? Because that's not our gift. And actually, if I did it, I would be diagnosing people into like, you're this, you're mentally ill, you're depressive, you have anxiety. Like, that's not what I came here to do. And so, but if you think about it, in God, or in the pre-earth life, we were like, it was almost like we chose our bodies. We chose what we came here to do, like who we came here to be, what our gifts were. And God did not choose that. We did. All of it. We chose our parents. I saw that in my out-of-body experience. So if that's the case, we chose who we came here to be, our personalities, what we came here to do, like our literal sole purpose. We came here, and no college, no training will ever, and I'm all for training. I'm not against it at all. But your God-given gifts is literally God-given. That is the best thing you will ever receive. So when He instills in you like this quality or this trait, it was a gift from God, and He certified you in that, and He qualified you to do it. He put that upon you. It was almost like His own, like how I'll see it is like, it's almost like my husband, when kids go to school, he gives them a blessing the first day before they go back to school. God did this before in the pre-earth life. He like sat us down. He blessed us with our gifts and our things that we chose into, and they were ingrained in us and born within us. So it is, nobody can qualify that more than what we already have. Yes, can it get better? Can we learn more? Sure. Can we perfect it? Perfect. Yes. But you cannot ever take away that God-given trait, because God is the highest authority. So when He gives a gift or a talent, it's so amazing. It's perfect. It's certified. It's qualified. It's a degree in a weird way. Like that is. So, And some people have these natural gifts to help people do these things. Like, they just do. And like, you can't teach it. Like, you can't teach sometimes people's intuition. They just are born with it. And somebody, you could try to teach them it all day long, and they just struggle because they get stuck in their mind and they spin and da-da-da-da. But you can help them try to learn out of it. So anyways, this is a long live. I didn't realize I was going to be this long. So, alrighty, I hope that helps. So if you get logical and get stuck, then just, I think some of those tips will help, because I do see this with my clients, and I've seen it with my husband. And so anyhow, all right, okay, love you all. Have a good day. Okay, bye.